Greetings. I think we are live. Welcome to my session for today. I'm so excited to be able to see you, and I trust that your day is going well. Today, I want to be able to share just a little quick tip of something that I've been practicing with over the past few weeks and with regards to our skin. So I'm glad that you are joining me. I won't take up much of your time, and let me mute myself on my other device so I won't have any feedback. Let's see. Bear with me one moment. There we go. So let's get this started. So here we go. Today, I just wanted to hop on here and to share with you a quick exfoliator that I made using ingredients from my kitchen cabinet. So let me just minimize my screen because I want to be able to see my slideshow that I'm going to present to you here momentarily. But for those of you who are unaware, I am Dr. Valerie A. Mills, and I absolutely love educating and empowering you with information to allow you to take care of yourself, to make informed decisions for your health. So today, we're just going to jump right in. I'm going to share my screen, and we are going to look at making an exfoliant for your skin, and we are going to use products from my kitchen. Now I'm going to, hopefully this is going to cooperate. Let's see what we're doing here. Okay, my screen share is starting, so let me get it over here into presentation mode. Let's see what we got going on here. So welcome for those of you who are just joining. It is great to see you, and we are just waiting for my screen to go. So it's showing that, I'm not sure why it's doing that. But anyway, we're going to go with it. It's showing my presenter slide as well. So let me try one more thing before we get started. We're not going to spend too much time on it. So let me just go ahead. So basically, I wanted to share with you some skin exfoliant. So let's go over here to the next slide. So I just want to remind you that this information that I'm sharing with you is not intended for to take the place of medical advice. It is shared as it is being shared as educational information to empower you to make the best decisions regarding your health. Good morning, Myrna. Good morning, Charlier. And so this is just a little tidbit of something I want to share with you. So right here, you see on the screen, or you will momentarily, depending on how your feed is going, I have three little glass containers or dishes that has some products in it. So I'm going to share with you these products. The first one on the left is actually chickpea flour or garbanzo bean flour. The one in the middle is slippery elm. It is an herb. And then the last one is also an herb. It is calendula. It was the calendula flowers, and I ground it up into as much as a powder as I could. And these are the ingredients that I used in my little blend that I'm getting ready to show you. So let's talk about these ingredients first. The first one is chickpeas. So chickpeas are actually, I actually eat it. I actually use it to make hummus. For those of you who know what hummus is, I like to make it with hummus. But chickpeas are very powerful. They actually help to induce peaceful sleep, reduce cholesterol, detoxify sulfites out of your body. They're a good source of fiber. They help with controlling diabetes, boost your immunity, strengthen hair, rich in calcium. They are a great source of iron, and they also help with healing skin. So that's garbanzo beans. So what you saw was the flour of it, because you can get flour to use that. And I also like, just as a side note, I like to make eggless omelets, and I use chickpea flour to do that. I put in some spices and just use it like an egg as an omelet. So the next ingredient is slippery elm, and slippery elm improves digestion. It reduces irritation in the throat. It protects skin from infections, and it also is helpful in relieving gastrointestinal issues. Now, just if you've never heard of slippery elm, it is actually the bark from a tree. It's called Almus rubra, and it's widely cultivated in order to harvest the bark. So the bark is actually it's what's called a mucilage. So it produces like a gel like slimy, I don't know what else to call it. It thickens, but it's the powder will actually thicken in it when it you put it with the garbanzo. It is actually helpful to soothe the skin. When I made this, it was so wonderful. It felt so good on my skin. I could feel the cooliness, and I could feel the actual herbs working, just exfoliating my pores. It is wonderful. So that's slippery elm. And then the other one is calendula. Now, I'll share with you, calendula is one of my favorites. I actually use it a lot when I'm blending skin care products. So this one is actually helpful for any type of rashes, bug bites. It helps to calm any acne like outbreaks, eczema. And what it does is, because it works at the lymphatic system, the congestion of it, it also helps to protect against radiation, and it heals minor infections as well. So that's calendula. So if all goes well, on the next slide, I am going to show you a video of what happened when I was actually blending it. So let's see how this is going to work. Good morning, Audrey. So let's see if it's going to work. Let me do one thing, and just to make sure that you're able to hear my computer. So let's do
garbanzo chickpea, and you can see how smooth it is. And I've added water to this. Is slippery M, my mucilage, so you can see it's already gelled up. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to put a little on the back of my hand of each of them, and then I'm going to mix them together and put it on my face to see how that feels. So I'll let you know how it turns out.
So that
So
was my
I've
little
added
experiment. I actually had that slide on here twice, but I don't need to show that to you again. So that's my little blend for making a skin blend that I did to exfoliate my skin. And the thing that I would like for you to know and to understand is that you can make your own skincare products if you choose to. You don't have to, but because I'm so particular about what I put on my skin, because I feel like if I can't eat it, I don't really need to be putting it on my skin because it can be harmful to my body. But you can also use um brown rice flour, any bean flour, mung bean flour, lentil bean flour. And the thing about those are gluten free. So for people who are sensitive to gluten, using those flours to make an exfoliant is very powerful. So you can use that, and you can also, in place of the slippery elm, the mucilage that I use, you can also use marshmallow root. Marshmallow, not the puffy things that people eat when they make s'mores. This is actually another root that has the mucilage that when you put it on, it tightens your skin just like you're doing a mask. It will tighten your skin up. So marshmallow root is a one that you can use. I'll use slippery elm because that's what I have in the house. I don't have any marshmallow root right now. But just to be able to put that on there and to let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes, I actually left it on there a long time. So you have to be very mindful of that, because then you have to think about getting it off if you leave it on too long, because it will make a very tight mask. But it felt so good, so soothing, so cooling, but yet warming, because you could feel the actual herbs with that calendula in there. It was energizing the lymphatic tissues of the face, and so it was energizing. It was kind of breaking up and opening up those pores, and you could actually, or at least I could feel that. So that's my little project that I did, and I just wanted to share that with you. Hello, Aunt Carol. Great to see you this morning. But I just wanted to share that with you. That is that you can make your own skincare products using what you have in your kitchen. That's just what I have have in my kitchen. You may have something differently. So I encourage you to share in the chat what types of things that you have in your cabinet that you may not even be aware of that you can use to make some skin products or any other type of products. We can talk about making scalp products as well, because one thing that I was talking with someone a couple of weeks ago, and really when we talk about skin, most people are focusing on looking at the what we see, our face, but we have to also remember that our scalp, it is a part of the skin, and you can buy the most expensive shampoo, the most expensive conditioner, the best ones on the market. But if your scalp is not being nourished, then that is going to impact the growth and the visibility of your hair, whether you have that whatever you type of hair you want, it's going to impact that. So I encourage you to just consider what you put on your skin, or even find some skin products that are already made if you don't want to make them, that are safe for the body, because there are lots of good lines. And my good friend on here, Charlier, she has a website. Good morning, Nyla. My friend Charlier that is on here, she has her own website. And she can pop that in the chat if she likes. But I'm always looking out for things that are as natural as possible, that are safe and helpful for our bodies. So I like to create things. I like to see what's in my cabinet, and I just like to get in there and have fun and see how it turns out. This one turned out pretty well. Now, because it is homemade, I do store it in the refrigerator. So, because it usually lasts about 5 days if I don't use it every day. Um, but I like to use that, but you store it in the refrigerator because it doesn't have all those preservatives in it that you have in products when you buy them from the store. They have to put certain things in there for shelf life. So this doesn't have that. So just make it in little batches if you're going to make it, and then store it in the refrigerator. Of course, I don't want that cold on my face, so I take it out to warm up to room temperature before I actually put it on my face. So thank you, Charlotte, for putting that in the chat. Good morning, Candy. So great to see you. Okay, Myrna, we can discuss making some over the weekend, as I will see you tomorrow. So great. Thank you for that interaction. So yeah, make your own products and then just use them on your face and watch your skin glow and be the beauty that you are, the beauty that you were created to be. And unless you all have any questions, pop it in the chat. I'll answer your question, and then we'll just go from there. Good morning, Joan. Good to see you this morning. We've been talking about making our own skin products, and I'm just excited that you all have joined me today. So that's all I have for you today. I trust that this has been powerful for you, that it has been helpful to know that you can use bean flour to make a skin exfoliant, to make a mask, to innovate your skin, and it's gluten free, which means if you have a sensitivity to gluten, you're not going to have a breakout from it. You're going to be able to use it because you're feeding your skin. Because as you feed your skin, you're actually impacting the health of your body. So be mindful of what you put on your body as much as you are mindful about what you put in your body. You can technically eat these products. You can technically put this blend in a smoothie and drink it. And I have done that. And it is wonderful because that calendula, because it is very powerful for opening up the lymph and helping the lymph to move, then it is actually soothing to your gastrointestinal tract. And when I'm working with clients, that is actually one of the recommendations whenever I have a client who has what is called leaky gut, because it helps to repair that gut lining. So enough about this skin exfoliator. Thank you for joining me. I encourage you to get outside, to get some sun, enjoy the rest of your day, and remember that you have executable things that you can do for your health. So release health, reclaim your life, and be well. See you soon.